if the way that you show up looks like it's careless, it's not
I almost forgot my tampons. Your video needed to know that.
Yes, it did. The way that you're showing up doesn't match what's in the room, then yeah. I don't know. I
only have 2.
Oh, I don't really like this video anyway. You're not a mess. Hey, okay, so
I
what
feel
about
like one.
what about that as a topic?
I think that's an awesome topic. I've seen a bunch of videos on them and I love them.
Really? Hi, my name is Sheila. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. In this video, I want to go back to 2021 and talk about all of those that girl videos that were on YouTube. They were sort of all over the place. They kept popping up in my feed and they were kind of good. What I really want to talk about is why I think that was the best trend of 2021. The first reason I think that was the best trend of 2021 is because it sort of uplifted women. It gave women this sort of opportunity to say, hey, I want to be that girl, the best version of me. Sometimes women don't necessarily feel like they have the power to do that. That if they are doing that, then somehow they're looking for validation from other people instead of just recognizing that sometimes women just want to be women, the best version of themselves that they can possibly be. Okay, just ignore some stuff that just happened behind the scene. And we're just gonna keep going. The idea that you can start to put together what your best life looks like and what the best version of yourself looks like, I think is an awesome thing for young women to be doing that, especially. And not that this is an age thing. I think it matters because so many young women watch YouTube. There are tons of things that they can see, some of it good, some of it not good. But I think we need to have more videos and more conversations around the self-empowerment of women and building self-esteem and building self-confidence. I think this was one of the things that, viewed in a positive light, brings some of this to the table for some of the young women who maybe watch YouTube videos. But that girl trend or movement, and I actually did not do one of those videos. I may do one. I think I may do one. For me, when I watched those videos, it was sort of interesting to see each personal take on it, because that's the thing. Even though the title is the same, everybody's throwing that girl in the title, and that's a big part of it. It was very individualized. That was the whole idea behind it. It was not about being some sort of commercialized version of yourself. It was about taking a look in the mirror and saying, who do I want to be? Not 10 years from now, not 5 years from now, but right now, what am I working on for me? I don't think women do that enough. I wish women would do that more. I'm an older woman. I feel like I should do that more. The second reason I think it was one of the biggest and best trends of 2021, one of the best, not necessarily one of the biggest, but one of the best trends of 2021 was because it offered a lot of variation in terms of what that girl could look like. Is that girl the healthy girl? Is that girl the girl who gets up and tries to be productive? Is that the girl who's looking at making plans for her future life and what she wants to do, what she wants to be? Even if you look at them and say, well, yeah, Sheila, but a lot of them were about their routine and their productivity. Well, Part of that's just life. What health and fitness looks like for one person is not necessarily what health and fitness looks like for another person. If you follow me, you know that I get up pretty early in the morning to go to the gym. My gym opens at 4:45 a.m. Not everyone wants to get up at 4:45 a.m. to get their workout in. Me showing that as sort of that girl part of me becomes a yay. I love that she does that. I'm going to start doing that too. I've always been an early riser, and now I'm just even more motivated to do that. For other people, they're going to be looking for that girl who maybe has an evening workout, or maybe works out during lunch. Sure, it's the same topic, but it's presented in a different way, letting you know that you can take what you think your that girl image is, or brand, or personality, whatever you want to call it, and you make it your own. You take it and you make it your own. The third reason why I thought this was one of the best trends for 2021 is I just like the fact that it was sort of a women-oriented theme on YouTube. When you sort of look at data around jobs, around employment, around housing, around poverty especially, women tend to get the shorter end of the stick. Now, I'm not saying I want men to be more poor. That's not what I'm saying. I just want women to be more prosperous. So understand the difference there. One of the places where women have started to achieve more is in the area of education. So we've been trending up higher on that for a number of years now. The only problem with that is it doesn't play out at the end. So for instance, we're getting the education, but we're not getting the jobs. When we get the jobs, yes, we get them, but then we don't get the salary. So there's a lot of room for improvement there. What I saw going on with the that girl trend movement on YouTube that I liked was this sort of idea that, hey, this was sort of something we could take over on YouTube and we could sort of build some momentum around that. I would have liked to have seen that grow some more. Like I said, I didn't even do it, but I watched a lot of it. I kept thinking I was going to do it, but I never quite got around to it. I would have liked to have seen that grow more and used as a way to celebrate women more on YouTube. The fourth thing, and this is really the last thing that I liked about it, was just kind of fun. Life can be so serious sometimes. There's so much going on right now. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing me say that in my videos. There's so much going on in the world right now. There always is. This felt lighter. It felt easier to talk about. It was fun in some respects. If the only thing you ever talk about are the hard issues, the serious issues, then when do you ever give yourself a break? I felt like this was one of those things that, although you could talk about it and present it in a serious way, you could also have some fun with it and have some fun while you were doing it. Now, I will say that I did, see some comments, some hate for some people who sort of felt like, they took it and went negative with it. And I was just sort of like, why we always got to go negative with stuff? It didn't even call for all of that. If you just sort of take it in the direction of, how can I have the best life that I want to have for myself? How can I set goals and be the best version of me that I want to be? Because that's really what that was about. And that's something that I aspire for myself, something that I want my daughter to aspire for herself, is to be the best version that she can be. Talking about your that girl avatar is a way of doing that. That is pretty much it. If you made a that girl video last year, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought about them, if it's something you would ever do, if you think it was just another overblown YouTube trend. And let me make this comment too. One of the things that I did notice about it too was that I didn't see as many women of color participating in that. And it would be a good question to ask, why not? Why did women of color either not do it or not show up in my feed if they were doing it? Also, let me know if you think I should still do a That Girl video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's it. I'm starting to ramble now. Peace. Mwah.